Welcome friends, and welcome to my channel. Every good craft session starts with a good cup of coffee, and don't forget the creamer. Today I will be doing a review that will make appearances on my Floss Friday stitch-alongs and reviews. If there's any content you'd like to see this year on my channel, please comment below. And be sure to check out my sidekick Alex's videos at the end. Happy stitching! Today I am reviewing a Maydear cross-stitch kit called Colorful Cat. I purchased it on Amazon. This review assumes that you are a newbie, so I will explain a few basic terms as we go. If you are new to cross-stitch and you're not even sure if you like it, a kit is a good place to start. It has everything you need to complete the project, and it's a lot cheaper than buying everything individually. Let's get started. The cotton fabric comes folded and it looks like this. It's 11 count. 11 count? What is that? Well, I will show you. Open it up here. The count refers to how many holes, little holes, there are in 1 inch. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 count. So that would make sense that the higher the number on the count, the more complicated the project is. This project is also stamped. Stamped? What does that mean? It means that each square in between each of the 4 holes has a color to it, possibly a symbol and a number. So does that mean that this section is blue? No. Let's zoom out and look at the key. And we'll zoom in on the key. So we find the number 2 and the color blue, and below it is the official DMC number for the floss, 666. I hope you're not so superstitious, or this project might not be the best one for you. The next thing we do is we look at the paper instructions. In there, you will find the paper key. So we take that number 666. We look for the number, not the color. That's red, not blue. You're right, it is. It just so happens that that blue section is this floss, which happens to be red. And that's the floss we use. The cloth is kind of stiff, but that's normal and it will soften up as we use it. If anyone knows what brand Maydear uses for their kits, please comment below. I couldn't find any information. How big is this project? That's a good question. The cover sheet says that it's 50 centimeters by 41 centimeters. But my ruler is in inches. Okay, let's measure it in inches. Here's my adorable measuring tape. Of course, it's a kitty. So if we measure across, you can see that it's about 20 inches wide and about just over 16 inches high. You're wrong. It has different numbers on the cloth. You're right. This is actually 173 stitches wide by 138 stitches high. That means that there are 23,874 stitches in this project. Don't panic. This project will be included in my Floss Friday stitch-alongs and reviews. We will get through this together and have a colorful cat we can be proud of hanging on the wall. Okay, next is the floss. The floss is 6-ply. Hi, Alex. The floss is 6-ply Ecology cotton. It's not as good as DMC floss, but it's okay for a beginner, and it has a pretty shine to it. The colors are very bold, but if you really don't like them, you could buy DMC floss for about $15. Alex, get off my computer. Get going. What did you do? Sorry about that. Where were we? Okay. The floss comes in this holder. It looks like this. I've already moved the floss off of the holder onto bobbins. Bobbins? What's that? This is a bobbin. It's a piece of plastic cutout board that you can wrap your floss around so that it doesn't get tangled. I've done that with this floss. I thought the packaging was not great. It looks like something my grandma would put together from what she had at the bottom of the junk drawer. It's stapled together. It's 2 different sizes of cardboard, and the numbers didn't even match up on the white thread. You're going to have to use your brain and realize that all of the white is number 14, not 14, 15, and 16. Here is all of the floss wound on bobbins and in a Ziploc bag. The needle. There are 2 needles that come with it, and it's stapled to the floss holder. Again, there's no branding or size information. I'm assuming it's appropriate for 11 count. Last is the instructions. They come on nice laminate paper, and you might be able to see that Alex has stepped on it a few times, and it's still in pretty good shape. So the instructions have 2 different versions. One is pre-printed. That means stamped, and that's what we will be using. However, it also has cross-stitch with instructions without stamping. Why is that? Well, the cool thing about buying a pattern is you have it forever, and you can buy a different count to make it smaller or larger, and you could pick out your own colors. I'm choosing not to show you the pattern to protect the artist that created it, but I will say it's very nice and on that nice laminated paper, and it's easy to read. Some people like to highlight the paper squares as they go. If you do, then you'll have to make a copy of the pattern in black and white. You said this is a review. What is the bottom line? Should I buy it or not? Well, let's go through the pros and cons. The pros. It's 11 count, so it's easy for beginners or someone who can't see well. It's only 14 colors, so it's not super complicated. It comes with 2 needles in case you lose one. The instructions are very clear and easy to read. It's a cat, and if you love cats as I love my beloved Alex, then this project will bring you joy. And 6, best of all, you can stitch along with me and Alex every Friday the entire year of 2021. Now for the cons. The packaging was not the greatest. The materials are just okay, but if you're a beginner, that probably doesn't matter to you that much. But if you are a cross-stitching monster, then you probably will be disappointed. And third, I'd like to see more branding on the supplies so I know what I paid for. So that's 6 pros to 3 cons. We have a winner, more or less, depending on what's important to you. Happy stitching! Now, take it away, Alex.